Okay. Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to say, Call Halal Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakah Kodash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who taught us this truth and rule well. And shalom to the hopeful elect, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakah Kodash, Barakatham. It's the brother Kazar from the Meneval 12 West Coast, coming back at it again with another lesson. And the title of this lesson, is going to be something along the lines of, the vintage shall fail. All right, something along the lines of that. And basically, what gave me the inspiration to do this lesson, I was out and about, and I received news, that a tornado hit a factory, from one of these big, car brands, these big American car brands, that is. All right, and this factory produces, the new Chevy, Corvettes, the new C8 model, which is the one, I don't know, brother's seen it, and I'm sure brother's seen it, it's the one that kind of looks like a, Lamborghini, they got that Italian look, and ultimately, how about Shemi Shai is doing this because he's about to shut this place down, all right? He's basically letting it be known that there's no continuation for this kingdom. It's over, okay? It will not come back to normal. Babylon will not come back into its former glory. All right, it's all down here from here. It's like it's all downhill from here, okay? And you see, the Lord is hitting these big companies. In the midst of all this, you got the whole supply chain crisis. But I see this as a big sign. The American machine is coming to a stop. All right, so we're gonna get into this article. All right, it says 120 C8 Corvettes damaged by the Kentucky tornado will be demolished. General Motors Bowling Green factory had to be temporarily closed because of the damage. Okay, so this happened like sometime last month. All right, this happened sometime last month, and ultimately, man, it shows you that the Wrath of Yahweh Shemel Shai is hitting these Babylonians where it hurt. All right, not these low level Babylon, but these high level Babylonians as well, man. All right, you got a lot of judgment going out, to the low level, people in the lower levels, So let's continue on going. It says dozens of Chevrolet C8 Corvettes, which that's the new model, may have survived a tornado last month, but that doesn't mean they're out of danger. Okay, in fact, about 120 examples of the iconic sports car are now scheduled to be demolished. So you see, they have to, because they have to pause production, destroy, and then salvage whatever they can, and then build a new. But hey, man, you know what I mean? These things, they cost money, it costs resources, and General Motors, they lost a lot of money. All right, and this is something that's happening with these big corporations, these big companies, with the supply chain crisis and among other things. They're losing out on a lot of money, man. All right, they are losing out on a lot of money, and this is going to further contribute to the collapse of the economy. Okay, so it reads, which were damaged when a catastrophic tornado hit Kentucky and 5 other states last month. All right, will reportedly be scrapped to ensure no defective cars end up on the road. Okay, so they gotta basically start anew. So you don't want to, but as you can see from that image right there, with the YouTube video, hey man, the Lord thrashed these cars up, man. They pretty cool cars, you know what I'm saying? But still, man, it's just about being in the spirit, and seeing, knowing what time you're in, So, hey man, with that, we're gonna hit the scriptures. We're gonna go to the book of Nahum, chapter 1. This lesson is gonna be pretty short. All right, not gonna get too deep into it. Just a cool little quick hit. Seeing the signs that go on, all around us. And I see this as a cool sign. A good sign that this place is going down. All right, so book of Nahum, chapter 1 and 2, and it reads, Yahweh is jealous, and Yahweh Shemel Shai revengeth. Yahweh Shemel Shai revengeth, and is furious. Okay, and he's right to be, man, because of all the wickedness that's going on in the earth, man. All right, so much wickedness going on in the earth. Let me take that off. All right, and it reads, and Yahweh Shemel Shai will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he has reserved wrath for his enemies. And that's exactly what happened, to General Motors. That was the wrath from on high. All right, that was wrath of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Because another thing too, these Edomites that run these major corporations, a lot of them, They use that old money from slavery, to fund, to lay down the foundation to build up these corporations, man. So hey, they're gonna get judged, man. The day's coming, as the elders and apostles have deemed this year the year of Yahweh Shem Shai turning up. All right, and everything basically turning up. We're gonna start to see more of these big name companies, things happen to them, man. All right, let me rephrase that. We're gonna start to see more things like this happen, to these big name companies. This case, it was General Motors, a Chevrolet, their prized vehicle, which is a Corvette, man. So the Lord, they touched the apple of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai's eye, which is us, the children of Israel. Now Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is touching the apple of their eyes, man. All right, he's going to hit them where it hurts, man. All right, from all levels, these devils are going to pay, man. All right, so it reads, and he reserved his wrath for his enemies. And Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. You see, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai had his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. You see, so the Lord, he controls these the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is in these tornadoes, all right, all these natural catastrophes. He's in all that, man. These are all his works, okay, because he's just sick of this place, and judgment is being brought down upon, the whole world, all right, for the wickedness, man, okay, and Babylon is going to get the most judgment, man, all right. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is saving the best for last, and we are starting to see the collapse of this place, man. All right, it reads, he rebuketh the sea and maketh it dry, and drieth up all the rivers, and Bashan languisheth in Carmel, and the flower of Lebanon languisheth. Verse 5, the mountains quake at him, and the hills melt, and the earth is burned at his presence, yet a world and all that dwelt therein. Which could go into, the volcanoes, man. That's another thing too. With the in the Pacific Ocean, you have in the island of Tonga, where the Japhetic people stay at, man. Hey, they're getting hit with a volcano, man. So hey, the world is catching judgment, man. All right, the world is catching judgment. So let's go to another precept. All right, vintage shall fail. Okay, book of Isaiah, verse 32, chapter 32, verse 10. And nothing too well. We could start at verse 9. Just to get the juice out of it. Also address these wicked, proud women as well. All right, so we're gonna start at verse 9. It reads, "Rise up, you women that are at ease, and hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech." All right. Now the reason why is because a lot of these wicked women, they're after, what are they after? They're after the materialistic things of this society. Okay, women are very materialistic. All right, they're after the money so they could go and buy, big expensive purses, cars, things of that nature. All right, so hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to take all that stuff away. Brand name clothes, designer brands. He's going to take all that stuff away, man. He's going to hit these brands with plagues, and the production is going to be halted. All right, like it is with Chevrolet's Corvette. Their production is halted until next year. You know what I'm saying? With the new, with that new model, they had the Z06 version of it. Now, if you know about cars, you know about cars, but Z06 is basically the souped up version of the Corvette. That version of that car was supposed to come out for this year, but due to what happened with that tornado, now it's delayed till next year. Which all in all, I don't even think is gonna come, man, because the way things are moving, we might be out of here by then, Lord willing. All right, so it reads verse 10, "Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, and the gathering shall not come." All right, so the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. All this materialistic stuff is gonna be stopped, man. Okay, and that really goes into what happened right there. That's an example of the vintage failing. All right, and the gathering not coming. All the stuff that these women covet. All these little materialistic things that they covet. It's not gonna come no more, man. All them designer brands, the Birkins, the purses, all that stuff is not gonna come no more. It's not to turn this lesson into the women, but just using this as an example of that. Of the goodies being taken away. All right, and that's gonna trickle down onto the basic necessities of for what you need to even live, man. You know, the grocery stores and things of that nature are going to be emptied out, man. All right, it's going to be hell on earth, basically. All right, so, hey, man, with that, let's say, Call halal Yahweh ba'ashim Yahweh Shah ba'ashim lecha HaKodash. Forgive me the spirit to do this lesson. All right, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, you know, and, you know, it's a good, you know, indicator of the times that we're in. All right, with that, I'm going to say shalom. On to the next.